Well, good evening, everybody. It's getting late here in the borders, and you can't see him, and I'm not going to show him to you because he's a bit shy. But down here is Nap, enjoying a bit of rest and relaxation. I've had him here, there, and everywhere over the Scottish borders, so we'll let him just chill out and enjoy his rest and real. Oh, okay, then I'll show you him. He's down here. There we go. There's Nap. Okay, so Nap is going to enjoy a nap soon. It's interesting. During my very first conversation with Herman, it was him that said that he thought, and didn't I think, that it was wrong of Making a Murderer to highlight the sexting scandal, the Ken Kratz sexting scandal. And back then, I kind of agreed with him. I said, well, yeah, it might be a case of that really didn't have anything to do with the case. So okay, I can see where you're coming from. It was something that made Ken Kratz look bad. However, that opinion or agreement, shall we say, has been completely overturned now that I have read through, well, a long time ago, but having read through all of the stuff about the scandal. Mind you, my opinion changed a long time ago when I discovered that there wasn't just one Stephanie Van Groll, there were 15 of them. Ken, you didn't have a career at prosecuting. You had a career at trying to lure women who you thought you could abuse in the most ridiculous, despicable ways, the most cowardice ways in which you could possibly abuse these women. Anyway, it's interesting that Ken Kratz, one or two people have engaged in conversations with him, and they seem to be reasonably pleasant. I would say, yeah. When I first started speaking with Herman, he was pleasant. These guys are pleasant. If you start a conversation with Ken Kratz, as I did with Herman, as some people have done with Greaseback, they can be quite charming. You've even got Kathleen Zellner, publicly at least, saying that she thinks that Tom Fallon is an honest, reputable, genuine Assistant Attorney General. We know differently. I think, obviously, in the latest brief, she is presenting a different. Well, maybe she's not. Maybe she still doesn't realise what a snake in the grass Tom Fallon is. But anyway, I say publicly she has to toe a certain line. We've even got, as I've highlighted before, Jerry in his book says that he thinks that Norm Garn is okay. Whether that's still the case following the handing over of the bones, which, they weren't scientifically proven to be Teresa's, but then the state have handed them over to the Holbachs. They have concluded that they are Teresa's. I don't see any ambiguity there. But anyway, let's move on. As you know, the 80 More Things podcast, I've renamed it 90 more things, because it's going to just keep growing and growing. There was a very interesting question from Julie, and that was, was making a murderer biased at all? And you know, when you bear in mind that when it came to the sexting scandal, sorry, he's licking my hand. When it comes to the sexting scandal, making a murderer only mentions Stephanie. They don't mention the 15 other victims. You know, I'm left with the conclusion that had Laura Riccardi and Moira Demas chosen to do, they could have done a real hatchet job. They could have really gone to town. They could have really asked all the people involved in the case what they really thought of the perpetrators of the framing. That would be my opinion. Had they wished to, making a murderer could have been biased. It could have been really biased. It could have really gone to town. As I say, the sexting scandal, the fact that they only highlight Stephanie and her case, they could have really gone to town with all this stuff that, you know, that we're finding out, that all these emails to and from Ken Kratz and the well, you've got Ken Kratz emailing to Kevin Potter, Ray Court, etc., and then you've got Ken Kratz sending messages to Tom Fallon, who he regards as one of his buddies, even to the extent where he's threatening Tom Fallon and saying that, you know, if you want me to continue to help you with the Avery and Dassey appeals, drop it. One final point. Reading through all those text messages, Ken Kratz referred many a time to the mild flirtation from Stephanie. I don't get any sense of any kind of flirtation from Stephanie. If any of you do, please let me know. I only see that as a figment of a sweaty imagination. Bye for now. Catch you soon. And bye from Nap as well. Bye for now.